Hey, we are starting a new unit today, Unit 6. It's on expressions, equations, and inequalities. So I'm going to switch screens here. We'll start here. Okay, so I'm gonna have you be hitting pause, I think, quite a bit, but this is the title of our unit. I'm gonna focus today just on equations. We'll get to the other two later. So if I were to give you a picture like this, and I told you that squares were worth 4. And I know that this side is balanced out. That's what this means with this side, so that whatever's on this side weighs the same amount as what this side weighs. How much do you think a square is worth? If you're on a teeter-totter and these balance out, so a square plus a triangle weighs exactly the same amount as 3 squares. How much is a square worth? Hit pause and see if you can figure it out. And I'm going to show you a strategy. So what I did was I put a 4 here in all of my boxes because I know that's how much they weigh. Now I was thinking, like, if I put a box and a triangle on this side and 3 boxes on the other side and they weigh the same, I was thinking that I could just take this box off. But if I take this box off, I don't want to change what happens to my like teeter-totter. So I'm going to take this off and they should still equal each other because I took the same amount off of each side. So now I know that a triangle weighs the same amount as 2 boxes or 2 squares. So I'm thinking the triangle's worth 8 pounds. Another strategy I could have done here is put all your 4s in. So I know that this entire side weighs 4 plus 4 plus 4. So this side weighs 12 pounds. And it has to equal the same weight on this side of the scale. So I know that 4 plus something has to equal 12. Well, I'm thinking, okay, 4 plus what is 12? 4 plus 8 is 12. I still got the same answer. I could do it that way too. Here's another one. If I told you that squares are worth 4 on this one, or whoops, wrong one, this one, changing it. So they still balance. So I know that they're equal to both sides. And this time I told you a square is worth 2. A circle is worth 8. What's a triangle worth? I'm going to have you hit pause, pick a strategy and see if you can get it right, and then hit play, and I'll go through my strategy. So squares are worth 2. Circles are worth 8. So where do I go from here? Well, I know if I took a circle off of each side, that wouldn't really matter because then I'm not weighing them and they're the same. I'm also going to take a box or a square off of each side. So now I know I'm down to 8 pounds over here, and I've got 4 pounds over here plus a triangle. So what is that triangle worth? 4 plus what would be 8? I think the triangle's worth 4 points or 4 pounds. I could have also done it like this. So I know that this side weighs 16, 17, 18 pounds. And I know this side has to weigh 18 pounds. Right now I have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 pounds so far, plus the triangle. Has to equal 18. So 14 plus what would be 18? I still got 4. Different strategy, same answer. What if I didn't draw it out and I just gave it to you in this form? Could you figure out what X is or what it means? So I'm thinking, okay, here's my equal sign. I know this side weighs 10 and this side has a 4 and it has an X. Okay, so I've got this one and I've got this one. And over here, I've got 10. So maybe I've got like 4 and I've got something else. I know I can get rid of these because they're the same. And I know this would have to be a 6. So I could maybe do it that way to solve. Okay, I know X would be 6 here. This one, I could draw the picture too. I could do it in my head. But what's happening is, like, when I'm thinking of these little, they call them hangers. I know this side weighs 20 and this side weighs 2 and something else. Basically, I know if I take 2 away from this side, to stay balanced, I have to take 2 away from this side, so that would give me 18. So I know my answer for this is 18. So moving away from hangers, I know if I see a +2 on this side, the opposite of that, I'm gonna end up subtracting it anyway. So I can figure out what my X is, and that's how I got 18. So if I was thinking about this one, I know that one side weighs 16. And my other side is this altogether. So if I take 5 off of here and I take 5 off of here, I still have 11 pounds over there. My answer is 11. How about this one? What would you get for this one? I'm thinking this side weighs 14. And then there's some stuff on this side. So I'm thinking, okay, all of the other ones have plus all the time and we were always subtracting. So what would you do on one that says subtracting? Well, I would add 6 to this side, so that's gone, which means you do the same on this side. So what number minus 6 is 14? Well, it better be bigger than 14. So if I add those, that would be 20. 20 minus 6 would be 14. What do you think the answer to this one is? This side weighs 23. What minus 8 also equals 23? I'm going to subtract 8 because I know my answer's got to be bigger than 23. Or sorry, add 8. So then 23 plus 8 would be 31. So 31 minus 8, that's 23. So yeah, it weighs 31 pounds minus 8 pounds would be 23. What about something like this? That's 3 times something is 21. This side weighs 21. I need this side weighs 21. I need 3 things, all the same, that would equal 21. I need 3 of them though. 3 of these is 21. How much is just one worth? Well, that's 21 divided by 3 parts. So I'm going to divide by 3 here. So my answer is going to be 21. Sorry, 21, 7. How about this one? This side of it is worth 24 pounds. And then I need 8 things. 8 of these will equal 24. So I'm like, well, I have to take that 24 and divide it into 8 parts. What's 24 divided by 8? 3. Every one of these is worth 3 points. This is a little different. This is the same thing as this, but it's written in 7th grade level and higher. So I need something divided into 3 parts. That would be 7. So how much do I have of something? If I broke it into 3 parts, I'd get 7 for each one. How much should I have to start with? And this one, I've got 21. So my answer here would be 21 divided by 3 is 7. If I had this one here, one side weighs 2. So I've got something broken into or split into 8 parts. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, and each piece is worth 2. What divided into 8 would be 2? That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 is my answer. 16 divided by 8 is 2. So I'm going to switch out here if I can. I'm going to see if I can switch this. I'm trying to switch screens back to something else here. Trying to figure it out, peeps.